Hey guys, it's Bex here. Welcome back to another session with GoTots. Now I know right now it's quite difficult to see our friends, but can you think all the way back to before lockdown? Did you have lots of friends, or did you just have one or two special friends? You know, friends are really important. They're people that we can spend time with, play games with, and just have lots of fun together. Hopefully very soon we'll be able to do a lot more fun things with our friends. You know, Jesus had friends too. He had 12 very special friends. They travelled with him, they ate with him, they learned from him, and they saw Jesus perform so many miracles. These friends were called his disciples. Today we're going to begin looking at some of the events that happened in the last week that Jesus spent with his disciples. So one night they had a very special meal. This meal is called Passover. Now Passover is very important to the Jews as it celebrates an important event that happened for them. So all of his disciples were expecting them to have a Passover meal, but on the day they didn't know where they were going to eat it. So they asked him, "Where are we going to eat tonight?" Jesus said, "Go outside and you'll see a man carrying a jar of water. If you follow him, he'll take you to where we're going to eat." And so they did that. They went outside, they saw the man, and they followed him, and he took them to an upper room. Jesus had it all planned out. He had planned on having a very special meal with his disciples so that they could remember the time they had with him. Do you ever help your mom or dad set the table? What do you need? First, we need some plates. We've got our plates. What do we need? Of course, we need something to drink from. We need some cups. All right, and now our table's set. All we need is 12 friends. Now we've got our 12 disciples, I think it's time to start our meal. After the meal, Jesus said something that was actually quite strange. He said, "This is the last meal I'm ever going to eat before I die." That was a really weird thing to say. Most people don't know when they're going to die, and his disciples definitely weren't expecting him to die anytime soon. The disciples started asking him all kinds of questions, but then Jesus got the bread and he started to break it. And he handed the bread out to each of his disciples. And he said, "When you eat bread, I want you to remember me. Remember me always." When they all had a piece of bread, he then picked up his cup of wine and he handed it round to all of his friends. And he said, "When you drink wine, remember me. Remember my death as well as my life." If you've ever been to church, you might have seen people taking communion, eating bread and wine together. As friends of Christ, we do this to remember him. We do this to remember not only that Jesus died, but that he came back to life for us. Next time you eat some bread, you could think about Jesus and all the amazing things he did. Like he healed the sick, he walked on water, he fed 5,000 men and then even more women and children from what started off as hardly any food. And best of all, he died for you and me so that we could be forgiven forever for all the things we've ever done wrong. The good news is that the story doesn't end here. Jesus came back to life and we celebrate that on Easter. For today's craft, we thought it'd be fun to try making a special meal. So all you're going to need is a mat or something to not get your table messy and some Play-Doh. Now if you don't have any Play-Doh, you can make some using flour, water, a little bit of oil or salt. There's lots of different recipes online. So what do we need first for a meal? Of course, the first thing we need to do is to have a plate and a cup. This is quite tricky to get out. Okay, so now we've got our plate out. It's time to get making. So I'm going to make a nice sized plate to put my meal on. Easier. Rolling it into a ball and then I'm going to flatten it. And if you have a rolling pin, it would be even better. There you go. I have my plate to serve my yummy meal on. And now I'm going to make a cup. Okay, I have my plate and my cup, and now I need my meal to serve. So, if Jesus came around, what meal would you serve him? What's your favourite meal? Can anyone guess what my favourite meal is? My favourite meal is tacos. I love tacos. They're so full of flavour and I like getting spicy ones. So I'm going to put food inside the taco. Get some guacamole in there. And you never just have one taco, you've always got to have more. What meal will you make? Would you give Jesus a Sunday roast, burgers, pizza? How's about some rice? Maybe lamb or chicken? Or maybe some soup. I love soup as well. You can make a stew. What food do you like to eat? What food do you love your mum or dad making for you? I got my tacos and then I've got to have my little chili. My little chili on the side to go with them. And what's your favourite drink? I love smoothies. I love yummy fruity smoothies. What do you like to drink? Do you like juice or milk or maybe something fizzy? And I like to use a straw. Alright, what meal are you making? We'd love to see the meals that you make. If you make a meal or do any of the other crafts that we've had, we'd love to see a picture so you can send it to the email address below. As always, we hope that you are doing well and are staying healthy. And until next time, guys, bye!